Well, hello there. Welcome to the Autism Alliance. I'm Jacob.
And I'm Luke, and we're the YouTube channel that offers non-biased opinions from that of two perspectives, that of someone on the autism spectrum, that of someone who's not. And if you like our content, don't forget to like and subscribe. We put up new content every week, and today we're doing something a little bit different. What's that, Jacob?
We are doing a video to help people on the autism spectrum and possibly support workers as well.
So we're going to give a list of tips. So Jacob, as mentioned, is on the spectrum. I am a support worker. So we've put together some list of tips that can either be used for someone on the spectrum to help improve their life, and then also could be something that a support worker or a friend could take on board to try and help someone that's on the spectrum that may not actually see this video or not be willing to take these suggestions on board. So the first tip we came up with was to find purpose. So what do you mean? What does that mean to you, Jacob?
What that means to me is try to work out what you are skilled at or what you want to do, and if you have trouble with that, well, either ask your parent or someone that you know what they think you're skilled at and give things a try. Maybe give drawing a go, or music, or sport. In life, we're at least skilled at one thing, and I think finding that one thing that is special to you and holding on to it and then trying to improve on it. Cooking, there's so many things to try and be good at. I think that's the main thing, at least trying your best.
Yeah, it's important to find the thing you're good at. It gives you a reason, to get out of bed in the morning. It gives you something to strive for, and from what I've seen with yourself, when you're focused on something, you give it all your attention and you try your hardest at it. So if other people that are on the spectrum are the same, then they could benefit from using this superpower of having this extra, focus and attention to detail to be able to excel at their purpose that they find. And I think finding what is. So for you, what are your skills? What are the things? What's your purpose?
I would say to try my best at basketball, to be a good communicator on YouTube, to be a good son, to be a good dog owner, and to try and be a good community member within society.
Yeah, and that's something I admire in you, because you're always pushing to the next level. Whether it's at the gym, you want to lift a heavier weight. Whether it's at basketball, you want to train to the next level. Whatever it is, you're always wanting to get better at anything you do. So you've clearly got yourself a purpose. So anyone out there could do the same. They just got to find what their purpose is. The other tip we put was to make quality friends. Surround yourself by good people. What does that mean to you?
What that means to me is go where the welcome is. Unfortunately, it's hard to find these days, but try and find, if you're at school, it's probably a good place to start. Try and find friends at school and try and socialize with people there, and then outside of school, I guess, find activities and try and communicate. I know that's nerve-wracking, but sometimes you need to try your best and realize that the other person is in the same boat as you. Nerve-wracking communication is nervous.
Yeah, and do you think it's important to have friends of all different abilities? Like don't like all your friends don't have to be also on the spectrum. You can be friends with whoever.
Yeah.
And put yourself in different situations, but as you said, go where the welcome is and surround yourself by people that understand you and you have similar interests. You're not just forced to be friends. Like you want to be friends. And what is one thing that you reckon that your friends do well or could do better that you something about I know you like to movies is one thing you like to do with your friends or go out, and what is one thing that's a quality that you like to see in having your friends that makes that relationship work?
I guess that we make the effort to do the social interaction. We're all different in different ways, and I think it's good to have purpose and different skills.
Yeah, that's more what I was thinking. I know your friends and yourself, you put in the effort, you regularly do something, and that's not always easy to be done, but even if it is a hassle to make it work, once you're there, you have a good time and you appreciate each other's company. So it's worth putting in the effort because, you won't. There's nothing to be. You won't gain anything unless you put some effort in to make it work.
Yeah.
What else have we put on the list? We put believe in yourself. So what does that mean for you to believe in yourself?
I think also we'll always have self-doubt, but I think it's about believing that you're always going to get knocked down, but it's how you get back up that I think counts, because we're all going to be on metaphorically, of course, we're always going to be on the ground, and kind of, how do we get, I think it matters how we get back up defines you as a person.
Yeah, you got to believe in your skills, you got to believe in whatever you're doing in the situation, and, even if that means admitting when you're wrong and being able to adapt from that and accepting you will make mistakes and people will accept that. Sometimes you're your harshest critic, so you've got to be aware that you might think that you did bad in a situation but other people disagree, and believe in yourself and your abilities. Like, it might be hard to do something or to speak to a certain person, but if you believe in yourself and have confidence, even if you don't succeed, you've at least attempted to, and you're on the right path. Where sitting back and going, I could never do that. I don't believe in myself. Then where do you go? You just stay in the same spot.
Improvement.
Yeah. We put as well, be open to opportunities. So what does that mean for you?
I think when someone gives you a opportunity or some room to grow out of your own shell, I think it's good to take it. And obviously we don't like doing everything, but sometimes it's good to get out of your comfort zone and trying new things. Like, I've been trying dancing lately, and I think it's an enjoyable skill to have, and obviously not everyone likes doing the same thing, but it's about learning new things.
Yeah, that's something that I personally struggle with, and I see you do it more so than me. I wouldn't attempt dancing, but then I see you go and you enjoy it, so it inspires me to want to try something and get out of my comfort zone. So being open to opportunity, whether it's like, hey, would you like to come do this, or have you considered trying this activity? Maybe give it an opportunity. Don't just brush it off and say, I'm not going to do it, because even if you go once and you didn't like it, you might meet someone at that one time you go, you might make a friend, you might learn one skill, or someone might say, hey, this isn't for you, but I go to this other group or to this other activity that might be for you. So it's worth, I don't know, you got to be open to every opportunity, because you never know what's on the other side of the door.
You only live once.
Yeah, exactly. We've also put on there that we should surround yourself with the right people. So before we talk about friends, this is more, a network of whether it's support workers, whether it's, different services, surrounding yourself about the right people. What's that mean to you?
I guess trying to work out, working with yourself and other support workers, and trying to, get a common ground, and trying to work out how to work better with people and to get a common ground.
I was always told growing up to try and surround yourself with people that will bring you up and not drag you down or put you down. So like, whether that means, finding the right support network of people that, can find a way to help you improve in life, help you push through barriers, not just there for the sake of it. They're trying to help you get better at whatever it is you're trying to get better at, or even if you're not aware of it, they're trying to, help you improve at a skill, even if it's, whether you're not aware of it. You don't want some support network that's going to put you down, or they think they're helping you, but they're actually not. So maybe you also have to be open to being aware if your support network is right, and whether you need to give them feedback on how they could be more supportive. Also on the list we put in there was be willing to make mistakes and own up to them.
Yeah, I think it's fine making mistakes. I'm not a perfect human being, and I think that's fine. If you didn't make mistakes in life, you wouldn't get better in life. I think that's fine. And I think it's more of a problem if you did make a mistake and you can't admit to it. If you're always right all the time, you can't be always right all the time.
Yeah, 100%. I think most mistakes can be undone, or you can make amends to try and repair them. But being the person that thinks they're always right, or doesn't believe they ever make mistakes, that's the biggest mistake you can make, thinking you're perfect. So accepting, you probably are going to make a mistake when you do something, be willing to own up to it, because the consequences are usually not as bad as you think, and people are out there to try and help you anyway, especially if you surround yourself by the right people. Yeah, don't let fear of making mistakes hold you back either. And the last thing we've put on the list was expressing what you're feeling. Like, don't be afraid to tell people what's on your mind or whether something's bothering you, because otherwise you don't really go anywhere. So is this something that you do? Do you feel that you tell people how you're feeling about certain situations, and you're open to telling people how it is?
Sometimes I struggle with that, because it's like, how much information do you want to tell them? Do you want to hurt their feelings? It's a tricky mix of, and I struggle with that as well. And I think it's worth learning how to communicate as a support worker and as a client as well.
Yeah, I quite often will chat about certain situations where you're in, where you might feel that you'd like to say something, but you're very conscious of hurting other people's feelings. And I constantly try and encourage you to go, well, you know what, the person on the other end, it's up to them how they want to receive what you have to say. But maybe if it's going to upset you, or you're going to benefit from putting it out there, maybe that's the lesson to be learned. And if that person can't accept that feedback or takes it the wrong way, then that's not your problem, because you've expressed what you wanted to say. Like, don't live in fear of other people's how they're going to receive what you have to say, because you might end up never getting to say what you really want to say.
Yeah.
So that was the list we wrote down. Is there anything now that going through the video you can think of that you would have liked to add?
I guess trying to work out with the person on the spectrum how you want things to turn out for you at the end of the day. Do you want to live independently? Like, what your goals for how you want to turn, and what you can control the outcome at the end of the day. Choice and control, I think, is important as well.
Yeah, that's something we talk about a lot, that quite often you might be in a situation where you're bothered by someone else's actions, and we talk a lot about you can't really control their actions, but you can control how you react to their actions. And maybe you're getting really frustrated more so about what they did, but there's nothing you can do about it. And that's fine. You're allowed to feel that way, but being aware that we can't control other people's actions. You can just control how you react to it. Maybe it wasn't worth the reaction in the end. We just accept that people are people and they make mistakes, and we can give them feedback on it, but there's no point beating yourself up or stressing about someone else.
Yeah. Got any feedback for support workers?
Oh, I think support workers being able to, be aware of the people they're supporting and helping them, understand. I think understanding is the main one. Wanting, not just doing something for the sake of it, talking about why this is important, why it's important to you, why it's important to them, how to, giving more context than just saying we're going to do this task or we're doing this today. Being more involved and giving people choice and control over what they want to do, how they want to do it, and then as a support worker, understanding that the reason someone might do something, there's a lot more to it, and trying to unpack that. So I wouldn't just assume if I saw, for instance, we might be at basketball and I see that you've got frustrated and, had a tiff with one of your opponents, instead of saying, oh, we'll just sit down, you need to cool down, I would break down that situation with you and try and understand what led to it, what you could have did differently, and how we could prevent it from happening in the future. Because in one scenario you feel punished, and the other one you've been given the opportunity to express how you felt, be able to work on how you can improve it, and then it gives something to work on. So being understanding of why people may do something, and sometimes the explanation isn't always obvious, and sometimes it requires unpacking. Yeah.
And I guess from someone on the spectrum, I guess trying to work out and realize that we're not alone, and at the end of the day, even though we are on the autism spectrum, we are all different and interesting human beings, and we all have something to drive for and something that makes us unique. Some people are excellent artists, drawers, scientists, just excellent human beings, and finding what you are unique at, I think, is really important.
Yeah. And then even if you don't find it straight away, that's fine. Keep working, and don't put yourself down if you can't find what you're unique at, or whether you don't think you have one, because there's something out there. You just got to work towards it, or maybe you're just an all-rounder. You're good at quite a lot of things, but don't excel at anything in particular. Yeah.
Well, thank you for watching. I hope you found this video helpful and informative, and leave a comment down, like and subscribe. Let the force be with you. Bye-bye.